I'm John Hersey from John Hersey International, and this is a second segment in our whole effort this year to help you make this year your best year ever. Now, the message that we have here is all about in tight times. Everybody would agree that we have tight times. In tight times, our tendency is to hunker down. Our tendency is to pull in the reins. And as a consequence, we don't develop new relationships. When the truth of the matter is we need to go outside. Whether we're doing business on the internet or we're doing business face-to-face, we need to get out and explore new things. So what we say is you need to practice being a sage. S-A-G-E. The S stands for seek out other people. Get out of your cave, as Beverly calls my office. Get out of your cave and seek out other people. A in SAGE stands for ask questions. Don't make the conversation about you. Make the conversation about them and ask questions. The G stands for get involved. Get involved with them. Make the conversation be about them and their business. How can you contribute to their business? And the E stands for enriching lives. Make a difference for people. S-A-G-E, SAGE. Now's the time to do it.
And some of the best ways to understand what we do when we are not a sage are these common mistakes. The first one is we just talk too much about ourselves. The old expression, we have two ears and one mouth, is because we should be listening a lot harder than we should be talking. But there's an old one-upsman mentality that happens, and that is that people try to bring the agenda back to them and what's happening in their life, their vacation, their family, rather than asking questions, as you said earlier.
Yep.
Ask questions about your person you're talking with and find out more about their family or whatever they're talking about. Really get deep and in detail. The other big mistake we make is we confuse quantity with quality.
Yeah, right.
I see this happening all the time in networking events. It's like this mad dash for collecting as many business cards as you possibly can. That's not the point. The point is to get 2 or 3 really good contacts. The better the contact, the better your relationship, your chance of having a good relationship.
The other issue about quality is this, is you see salespeople do this all the time, is they're looking for the opportunity not to contribute to that person, but to start to pounce on them and give them reams of information about their product, service, or feature, rather than just letting a conversation flow. It's not quantity, it's quality. It's quality instead of quantity. And
it's the quality.
You get my point.
One little tip on this is that when you do get a business card and you have made a good, significant connection, write a little note on the business card as to what that connection was, some little detailed words to remember that person. I have a tendency to forget.
We've touched on this a little bit, but it's worth underscoring. Another mistake we make in developing relationship is we're too self-focused. We're looking for that opportunity to turn the conversation around to us rather than making it about them. Bev is actually a master at this. She'll go to events, even social events, and she'll practice asking questions such that she never tells anyone anything about her business. Nobody asks. It's all about them. And if she comes out of the meeting or the event and nobody's asked her about her business, she's going like, I'm excited, because she knows what's going to happen is they're going to get in the car to go home and they're going to go, wow, what an interesting person that Beverly was. I think I'm going to contact her.
Yeah, it does happen, and it's all around the questions. The quality of the questions will determine the quality of your relationship. We've talked with introverts who say they have too much, it's too hard for them to go out and have a conversation with strangers. That's not the case. It's just practice. Practice asking questions. You can practice in a closet asking questions to your clothes. It's just around practice. The final one is simply rushing a relationship. It just takes time. And once again, we are looking for quality relationships.